On Friday, December 13th, Porterville College, in partnership with the Porterville Police Department and Imperial Ambulance, held an unprecedented day of simulations designed to provide training for PC staff and local first responders.
Porterville College is committed to providing the safest learning and working environment for our students, faculty, and staff. Our district, Kern Community College District, our Chancellor and Board of Trustees have made this a priority. They understand the urgency of tackling these issues because the current state of affairs, the current events remind us that it's so important to be prepared in case something happens.
Well, the day started with us doing a simulated drill in our academic center, and we had that so staff could really get a chance to see if something happens, how would I prepare? Would I run, would I hide, or would I fight?
Following the morning scenarios, a large campus-wide live scenario was held to see how our Red Bag teams would respond in an emergency.
It's what we call the Red Bag exercise, and that is where we brought together faculty and staff that we've now given first aid and CPR, AED training to. We've also equipped them with red bags that have assorted first aid and rescue type equipment in them. The Red Bag group was assigned to fan out across the campus and find victims who were simulated. It was simulated that they were injured during the event. They had to locate those victims and treat them, get them to a triage area so that they ultimately could be transported by ambulance if necessary.
We wanted our red bag holders, as we call them here, to have a chance or an opportunity to experience when they get the call to mobilize. Where do they go? What do they do? How do they assess the injuries that are before them? Then we progressed on and had a debrief of the morning events. The afternoon was a session by our local response, Imperial Ambulance, Porterville Police, Porterville Fire, to see how to actually respond in our two-story building in the event of something occurs.
This provided us with a real-world look at what it would be like to have a large crisis on campus. It also provides local first responders with a chance to become familiar with the campus and working with our administration and staff.
What was most exciting about this exercise is that we were able to partner with our local agencies, the local police department, the local fire department, and the local ambulance service. So that was great. And in fact, we also had some of our colleagues from BC observing this drill.
This training was an incredibly valuable tool, not only for our crisis management teams, but for our entire staff. And we hope to be able to continue these types of exercises into the future.
So I think what we're finding is this is not a one and done, it's an ongoing, evolving process.
Prior to us doing this, we obviously had talked a lot about it. We'd given them printed materials and some training, but this was their first opportunity to actually go out and do hands-on skills with simulated victims, and it was pretty effective.
I am so grateful at the level of participation from our constituencies, from our colleagues for the other colleges on every step of this process.
I think we did very well. Overall, they found the victims fairly quickly. They treated them. We had injuries on the victims and tags on the victims, so they had to determine whether the victim could be treated right there on the spot.
I think the drill that we had here in Porterville College helps Kern Community College districts. As we know, there are several campuses and colleges in Kern Community College District, and we try to work as a family and build capacity so that no one has to start from the beginning and learn how to respond. So we want to make sure that we learn together, because we never know when we may have to help our partners and our colleagues within the district.
So even though the drill, which was a tremendous success, was a culminating event for the fall semester, we learned a lot through that process. In fact, it helped us set the agenda for the upcoming years. We understand that safety and security is an ongoing process. We just keep getting better. We keep learning and getting that muscle memory that we need, so we are prepared in the event that something happens.